She's first, inshallah. She has to go first.
But hopefully very soon, inshallah.
Next, looking to the future, but preparing for the end. Next door to the Brixton Mosque, there's an Islamic school. They took over a disused council building around 10 years ago. Many members of the mosque congregation send their children there. Jamal is one of the school governors.
It started off as basically a small class in the mosque next door. We had, I think, originally about 10 pupils, if that. And their whole ethos was to try and provide a secular education in an Islamic environment. And over the years, the school has basically progressed and expanded till we are at the stage we're at now. Originally, the school was a girls' school almost, so there was historically quite a lot of girls in school and less boys. We've recently started opening up boys' classes. Generally, because we're still a primary school, we're not in depth, but we covered sciences, history, geography, mathematics, English. So all the basic standard subjects will the children cover. We also put in some Islamic subjects as well.
The school's now empty, as the pupils are on their Eid half-term holiday.
Historically, we used to have the whole of Ramadan off, but because Ramadan's always moving, we've decided this year to try and stick it to the last 2 weeks of the Ramadan period, which is the most important time of the holiday period. And then we'll give them a few more days after that for the Eid celebrations afterwards.
It's Saturday, and Hussein is back at school. This time at the Iqra Weekend School, not far from the Brixton Mosque. Muslim children come here to learn more about their religion. Sidi Mohammed is one of the volunteer teachers.
If I'm fasting, I don't eat and I don't drink, but I'm swearing. Am I fasting? No. There are those who fast and all they attain from the fast is a hungry stomach and a thirsty mouth.
There are classes for boys and girls. They're taught Arabic and the essentials of Islam. Hisham Bella is the deputy head.
Now we have about 150 students, 75 girls, 75 boys. We try to keep it like that. There's 10 different classes, 5 different levels in each department. We have it every Saturday from 11 to 3:30. We try to teach the kids to the positive aspects of, to try to keep to the positive aspects of society. Also, we try to keep them away from the negative aspects of the community. We raise awareness of the extremist views that are held by some members of the community and try to study these views and explain that they are invalid.
At the Luton Call to Islam Centre, there's a full-time school attached to the mosque. Sultan Mahmood is an advisor and was, until recently, head teacher.
I think at the moment the school has somewhere around about 50 pupils. Teachers-wise, there's part-time teachers, so we have about 14 at the moment, part-time teachers. And at the moment, the location of the school is on top of the Islamic Centre.
Pupils at the Luton School follow a mainstream education within an Islamic framework. But does Islamic teaching ever conflict with the national curriculum?
Not really, because at the end of the day, you know, we live in a society in this country that people have many, many different beliefs. It's a diverse country. So with regards to teaching of, for example, creation, we all know that Darwin's theory is something that the government would like us to teach the children, and there's no problem with us. We don't have a conflict in teaching that theory as a theory. But at the same time, the children learn within the Islamic tradition what we believe the truth about creation. So there's no conflict in there. There's no problem with the children understanding what somebody else's beliefs will be.
So the children should get to know a wide perspective of all the different viewpoints. Obviously they'll be taught that the Islamic belief is we were created by God, but they would be vital for them to know the other theories around creation as well.
The Luton School is subject to the usual Ofsted inspections.
We have got an inspection coming up. Obviously, we're preparing for the inspection. We've had 2 inspections previous to this, which have been day inspections, but the one coming up now is going to be possibly a 3-day inspection. I think that the school's in good shape. I'm hoping that it's in good shape, but there is work that we need to do, so we're just going to make sure that everything is covered that needs to be covered.
Armani goes to the Luton school. She and her sister, Rakaya, are getting excited. Their new baby brother, or sister, is expected in a few days' time. While Salafi Muslims plan the best future for themselves and their children, they also prepare themselves for the end of the world. They believe that the Day of Judgment is close at hand. So what do the signs include?
Now, the signs are separated into 2 categories, the minor signs of the Day of Judgment and the major signs. As far as the Muslims are concerned, most of the minor signs, if not all, have already appeared. And not in any particular order. They indicate changes of practices in the whole world and the community. For example, the signs indicate that there will be an increase in fornication and adultery in the world before the Day of Judgment, and we see that now in the institutions of marriage breaking down, not only in the West, but that's also spreading to traditionally conservative countries like the Arab countries and Asian countries.